What's up, Vixens? Welcome back. I wanted to address something I've been working on for a while now. For the longest time, I have struggled to keep good eating habits and hold myself accountable, but also I started binge eating because of the family situation I had. If you don't know, I'm in foster care and have been through the CPS system and all that. I will cover this in another video. I have built a better relationship with food and exercise, and I'm going to tell you exactly how I did it. With all honesty, keep in mind that everybody's body is different, including yours. What works for me may not work for you. It may work for you or may give you partial results, but stay tuned to see how I did this in 5 months. To understand my history with weight, I have to get into the struggles and reality of the concept of a family and how I've been dealing with a lot psychologically. It drains me. When I was diagnosed with ADHD, I was prescribed meds at a young age. And for everyone that takes some type of ADHD meds knows how it can affect your eating. I have begged to get off these meds. It was making me severely unhappy and unhealthy. I was severely underweight and I can fit through staircases. I had trouble getting up the stairs. I had no energy and I was so lightheaded, and the guardians that I had seemed like they enjoyed seeing me struggle. The years of abuse, which I will cover in another video. I was adopted by this family that led me into a binge eating habit. I was on these meds and eating was not important to me, though I wanted to so badly. Being on a high dosage at the age I was overpowering me and aspects of my loud persona. So I'm going to help y'all understand calorie counting because you're going to need it, and I don't give a what people say about calorie counting because you're not going to lose this weight if you're not aware of how much food you're putting in your body. And I suggest getting Fitness Pal because when I first started, that was a wake-up call. It literally showed me how much food I was putting in my body. Like when I started using measuring cups and stuff, I was more aware. Okay, so when it comes to weight loss, this was one of the first steps I had to take. You're going to need to hold yourself accountable first of all for all the weight that you have gained. And I'm just gonna say it like that because first of all, nobody was being real with me, so I'm gonna be real with you because who else is gonna do it? Do you want to be the big friend of the summer? Do you want to be the funny fat friend? I don't think so. I don't think any of us want to. I also want to talk about calories. And listen, keep your opinions to yourself. Because this is how I slim down real quick. So when we're talking about calories and calorie deficit, I did start with a calorie deficit. I started with 14,000, but I progressively went lower. I am not a professional, nor do I claim to be. I'm just doing what works for me, and honestly, everybody's body's differently. It can handle more, it can handle less. Like in my TikTok comment section, I was reading people like trying to self-diagnose others in the comments with eating disorders. Let's stop. You're not a doctor. Be real. I would say to do what works for you because that is what matters at the end of the day, period. Above anybody else's advice, that's what works for you. So when I started with calorie deficit. I used the Fitness Pal app, and I'm gonna show you on the screen right here how I did it. So when you go in, you're gonna put the amount of calories you're gonna wanna eat throughout the day, and it's gonna allow you to search up all of the foods that you're eating. You can even get specific to the brand, and it's gonna tell you the calories, and it's basically tracking what you eat through the day. It also tracks your steps. If you guys haven't, use the Fitness app on your phone, please. Open that up real quick. I'm gonna show y'all right here. I started using it after I stopped using the Stairmaster. Now the Stairmaster will only take you so far, in my opinion. I feel like the incline on the treadmill. See this spoon? This is a tablespoon. Do you know how much oil y'all be cooking with? This is 120 calories for 1 tablespoon. Imagine how many calories you're using just pouring it up in your pan. Just imagine, maybe even 1,000 calories. Crazy, right? I don't use oil because you can't accurately count that for real, and it's just really unhealthy. Next example, pancake mix. So this one says half a cup is 200 calories. Half a cup of this is 200 calories. Do you know how many pancakes y'all be eating in the morning? Do you? Okay, I'm gonna show y'all. This is half a cup. This is half a cup, okay? Do you see this? This is less than half a cup, but whatever you pour into here is 200 calories. And this is just my depiction of calorie counting and putting it into visualization, because normally when people are eating, they don't look at the calories, they don't take into account of it. But if you're trying to lose weight, you need to hold yourself accountable, just like you need to hold all of the food that you're eating accountable.
These are some of the foods that I have eaten. I would say that meal prepping is not my thing because it allows me to know that there's food available to eat. So I personally prefer just making my meals anytime I feel hungry. And also, this is not entirely what I ate during my weight loss journey. I did cut out a lot of things, and I'm about to get into that.
Everybody's like, he's no item. Please don't like him. He don't wife him. He one item. I never listen, no. I should've figured though. All the shit you was spitting so unoriginal. But it was you, so I was with it. Then I tell you the truth. Wish we never did it.
Dealing with abuse in a household with people that you're supposed to feel comfortable with calling family can damage a person so much. My weight gain was because I had no one to talk to, no one to vent to, no one to confide to. I couldn't even speak up for myself in the household where I was supposed to have a valuable voice. My bright persona slowly dimmed down. The kid I once was in middle school suddenly dimmed down her light, her bright smile, and her fun personality. Like many others, I have been there with the ups and downs of working out and trying to get healthy and better for myself. I have failed fitness journeys time after time after time. My mental health was one of the reasons that I couldn't also get this accomplished with. I was surrounded by people that didn't care about me or my well-being. I feel like this part of the video is very, very important because I know I'm not the only one that is dealing with mental health or illness on the low. I do have other diagnoses that I will not be covering on here, but I hope you know you're not alone. And honestly, I really don't care about how personal this gets because this is just me being very authentic and real. I have been admitted many times and I'm not ashamed for it. It's all a part of bettering myself, and that's what I want. These clips were taken August 1st. At the end of this month, it will make 6 months of working out. Before I tried the treadmill and outside walks, I started with the Stairmaster to build endurance. I was burning around 80 to 130 calories. From there, I went to the treadmill and started burning 300 to 350. Eventually, started burning 500 calories on 2-hour walks and the treadmill. And sometimes I ran. I discovered hiking as a new hobby. When it came to my weight loss journey, I prioritized cardio because cardio is good for burning fat and leaning your body, which is exactly what I wanted to do before I toned.
Ignore this room, this is my cat's room, and I just like trying on clothes in here, hence to why there's clothes everywhere. So normally I just wear something baggy, always wear slippers because I work out in socks. It's just my personal preference, even when I'm on the treadmill. And I bring an extra shirt for the treadmill because I'm on there for a full hour and 5 minutes, and it's distracting looking at the time. So I just cover it and I get on my phone and watch Netflix, and we're gonna head to the gym right now.
Normally when I do the treadmill, the incline is always above 6 or at 6. And if the workout gets too easy for me, I will increase it to make it harder. This covers the cardio section.
So for my first 3 months, I was eating bread, pastas, and lots of rice. I cut all 3 of those out. If you're going to for me, what I did was I permanently cut out pastas and bread as if right now until I hit my goal weight. But for rice, I just eat way smaller portions because the calorie count on rice is ridiculous. Okay, so for this segment, I'm going to get more into motivation, foods, weight, and all of that, and I'm going to read from my notes so I don't forget to cover anything. So I want everyone to know that my starting weight was 240. Well, it was like 241, 242. And I just switched to my laptop, excuse it, but my goal weight is 140, so I should hit that beginning of March, mid-March. But I also wanted to talk about how much I've been losing each month because that is a highly asked question. So my average weight loss for each month would be 15 to 17 pounds, and I'm still eating 1,400 calories. Well, I had recently went up from the beginning. I was starting lower at like 1,200, but I'm at 1,400 right now. But some days I only eat once, only because I'm not hungry and I'm not going to force myself to eat. Keep your opinions to yourself. I eat when it's necessary, when my body feels hungry, and when I feel hungry. I'm not going to eat just because there's food in my house. Absolutely not. That's not healthy to force yourself to eat. So as you can see, as I said on my TikTok, the first time I've ever took another measurement after the month of August was September 22nd, and by then I had already lost about 20 pounds. And as you can see, the starting is 2022. And when I first started, I was again around 240 to 242. But I feel great. I'm healthy, and honestly, this is very vulnerable to be putting on the internet. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I feel a little bit overwhelmed because I'm not really used to getting this much attention, and I'm just trying to get more comfortable because this is something that I want to do and take seriously, and it's just been making me a little anxious a little bit. Sorry, something's in my eye. The way that we eat here in America is absolutely ridiculous. The portion sizes are severely unhealthy, and our bodies need less food than what is normalized here. And that's why I urge everyone to use FitnessPal when they start their fitness journey, because it's going to make you so self-aware of why you have gained
all that weight in the first place. And it's going to put your food and calories into perspective on your plate. Now I'm going to talk about motivation and struggles. So for me, motivation was something that lasted about 2 weeks. But what honestly kept me going on my weight loss journey was discipline and consistency. So this, excuse me, it's pretty old. I mean, it's from last year. This is what I created when I first started my weight loss journey. Each different color is a different month. So this one would be September. No, this is August, September, October. And then on the other pages, it's so on, so on. I suggest you put your hard work into perspective on a paper, on a wall, somewhere. Having it on your phone is fine. Having it somewhere digital is fine. But this, for me, works better because it's a visualization of how hard you've been working. You can do that on your phone, sure. You can do a lot of things on your phone. But something like that, having the like satisfaction of crossing out each day, basically, was amazing. I looked forward to it every single day. I worked out, wake up the next morning, cross the last day I worked out off the paper. It's satisfying, and that's one of the things I did, and I suggest you guys do it. All you have to do is get a piece of paper. You're going to make these squares. It doesn't really have to be perfect, honestly. I would suggest color coding each month and then writing all the days of the month and crossing out every single day that you've worked out. It's satisfying, trust me. You need to hold yourself accountable. If you're big right now, you're the reason why you're big. I'm just saying. If you're big right now, you're the reason why you're big. The reason I was big is because I did it to myself. Nobody's going to come and save you. Nobody. So if you want to lose this weight, you need to start now. You need to hold yourself accountable. You need to really look in the mirror naked and be like, damn, I did this. That's literally what I did. July 31st was the very first day I started working out of last year, 2024. Looked in the mirror, cried like a bitch because of how unhealthy I was getting and how I abused myself by getting unhealthy and being obese. You gotta get real. The only way you're going to lose this weight is if you hold yourself accountable and you get real. If you are in your head and you think that where you are right now is healthy, you're in Delulu land, you're gonna have to wake up, because I was in Delulu land. My outfits started fitting weird. Okay, I started having back pain because my chest started growing along with all the weight. Everything was just getting bigger. My makeup was turning out wrong. It just didn't look right. Because every time I do my makeup, I have that like, ooh, I look good. But when I started gaining the weight for real, wipe the makeup off after doing it for like 30 minutes. Hairstyles didn't start looking right because I couldn't recognize myself. I did not recognize myself in the mirror once I finally woke the up. When I looked in the mirror, I didn't know who I was. And I feel like, honestly, when you're going through a fitness journey, you need to keep your mental health in check, because this has also been like a little draining for me. And the other day, I looked in the mirror and I literally couldn't recognize my body because I got used to treating it so poorly and putting foods in my body that I didn't need and not taking care of myself. It was like I was like outside of my body. So I urge you to wake up. I urge you to keep yourself accountable, and I also urge you to take care of yourself while you're losing this weight, okay? Some people think that like, oh, eating once a day is bad. I mean, it's not the best thing, but again, do not force yourself. If you don't want to eat, if you're not hungry, do not force yourself to eat. If you've already eaten enough, do not overeat. In order to become the better you, it starts with you. So what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Are you going to just watch this video, take the information, and let it out your... Are you going to get up and do something about it? You have the power to become the best version of yourself. Again, nobody can lose that weight for you. You can only do it. It's possible. It's very possible. So if you're watching this and you're like, oh, well, you know, it's the 29th, or like it's the 7th of the month, I'm going to start next month. No, start today. Start right now. Start right now. I started on the 31st because I was one of those people. I was like, oh, I'm just going to wait till August 1st. Nope, start on the 31st. Do I regret it? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. If I didn't start somewhere, I wouldn't be here right now today with the progress I had. The way that the weight went down so fast, I know it's surprising other people, but it's literally surprising me. Like I said, when I looked in the mirror, I couldn't even recognize myself. If you put in the work now, you will not regret it later. Okay? I need y'all to do something for me also. If you're using my method, I want you to send progress pictures to me, okay? I need you to first, before you do anything and you're starting your fitness journey, take a picture of your front, your side of your body, and the back of your body. I also need you to take a picture of your full face, take it from the side, and if you want to go a step further, take pictures of your arms from the side, the front, the back, your hands, because everything shrinks with you. Even your feet, for some people. For me, it did. My feet just got slimmer and everything. So please tag me in any videos you guys make about weight loss. Just hashtag Vitalia's method, and I will be so happy to see that. I feel like I've done a good deed, because when I was trying to lose weight, finding actual information was the hardest part, because people gatekeep weight loss and I just don't understand why. And I posted my first weight loss video like 4 days ago, and people are asking so many questions, and I'm rushing to get this video out this Friday, and it's Tuesday. I don't know why people do that. Also, if you guys have any other questions, feel free to message me on my Instagram at Vitalia Carter. It's the same as my TikTok, and I will get back to you guys as soon as possible. Also, my Snapchat is the same too. If it's not, I'll put it somewhere on the screen. So to wrap this part up, I also do want to mention I don't eat after 9 p.m. I don't drink after 9 p.m. And the reason why my progress was fast is because I worked out every day. The two main things I did every day was my cardio and the toning. I have the full video on, well, it's not full, but it's a tutorial on my TikTok. It's right here. Here it is. Also, I have my gym routine also on my TikTok. It'll also be right here. So make sure you guys go watch that. And also, consistency is key. Consistency is the reason why you see progress. If you don't have consistency, you don't have nothing. Okay? And I know not everybody can work out every day, so just try like downing it maybe 6 days, 5 days, 4 days. Find something that works for you, but if you want fast results, do it every day. That's what I did. And then for my chest, my arms, my back, those days I pick and choose whenever I want to do it. But the most important part to me is my Pilates and my intense cardio, because cardio is very important when you are trying to lose weight. And that covers this segment.
When it came to progress, it was very hard for me to personally see the change. About after my 2nd to 3rd month, that's when I started hearing people ask me if I lost weight, and like they would get dramatic about it. But it was hard for me because I was, how do you say? I really could not recognize myself when I was losing weight. I couldn't even recognize myself when I got as big as I did. And when I look back at the pictures, I just can't believe it, because I thought I was skinny in those pictures. I thought I was skinny queen. I thought I was giving tea. I was giving obese. And nobody told me. Nobody was being honest. But it is real rewarding to see how much progress you've made. And I can finally see my progress like after the 5th or 6th month. I can finally see it. But make sure you always kudos yourself. Give yourself a pat on the back. And make sure you give yourself credit. Be nice to yourself. I highly recommend that you guys take progress pictures. And when you take these progress pictures, go from the front, the side, and the back.
Remember, during your journey, it's okay to fail. It's okay to make mistakes. As long as you get back up and get back on your grind, everything is in line for you. That concludes the progress segment.
I think I know. I touch that's fine for you. I do that 3 4 times again. I testify for you. I told I like you, that bitch I do.
My TikTok and Instagram is where I keep a lot of my content, including a lot of my workouts. Make sure you go check out both of them. They both have the same user, Vitalia Carter, my name. And when you get there, be sure to like my videos, comment, repost, and hashtag Vitalia's method if you use it. Thanks. Now wrapping up this video, I just want to remind you guys that you are the change and you can only make the change for yourself. And if you're still here, I want to thank you for sticking along and watching the rest of this YouTube video. It means a lot to me. Make sure you guys support me on all my social medias. The usernames are the same. I look forward to posting more content, helping more people. In my next YouTube video, I will be showing you guys more of my diet and giving food tutorials and everything like that, even a little shopping for groceries. Just make sure you stay updated with me and please subscribe, hit the notification bell, and thank you so much for watching. Thank you.